we can just spread the word, because I feel it's a social corporate responsibility to pass on the information that we learned from this workshop.
This is the latest attempt by the energy sector to sensitize the masses about some of their plans for the energy sector. The media is expected to join the bandwagon as part of its social responsibility to the people. Neku Mademba, Weekend Spectrum. Well, we started it last week. This time around, our report of the week takes us to Salikanya in central Badibu. Modulamin Sise was there. Let's look at this report for more on how farmers are trying to sustain a rice project.
At Badibu Kintakunda, it was a short but fruitful audience with Chief Fafanding Kinte. At Daru Yalal, it was an exciting experience, a tumultuous welcome and an unusual generosity for the Regional Narika Farmers Association's executive. But in the central Badibu village of Salikenya, it was a big meeting of Narika farmers. Participants were drawn from both Salikenya and surrounding villages. The purpose: to sensitize, familiarize and discuss the sustainability and commercialization mechanisms. Addressing the meeting, the president of the NBR Narika Rice Farmers Association, Sambu Damfa, called on the farmers to prepare for the revolutionization of rice cultivation. This, he said, is possible when the association is decentralized all over the region. Such a move, he went on, will enable Narika farmers to mobilize resources, both human and material, to sustain and commercialize Narika even after the pull-out of the donors. The Regional Narika Rice Farmers Executive has been touring the 7 chiefdoms in NBR, but the meeting here in Salikenya is the biggest. That is justified because Salikenya alone in the last rainy season put 1,550 hectares of Narika rice under cultivation. However, they did not regret going as far as that. They have been provided a standard storage facility and a brand new milling machine.
It's now time to check our medical file this week. Let's look at this report for more on the health conditions facing this man and how we can help to overcome his ailment.
They walk side by side to the National Broadcasters headquarters in their bid to be seen and be heard and to seek financial bailout. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Serif Jame said he has been running from pillar to post just to make sure that his friend Tumani Keita receive urgent medical treatment.
This man is my friend. We have been together for quite a long time. We all live in the same village, Kuloro, and he fell sick, so I decided I have sympathy as a medical worker. I felt sympathy for him. Then all the time I am going with him to the various medical health centers.
According to the medical report, Tumani Keita had a left conjunctiva growth, for which he had excision biopsy 1 year ago. The tumor on 50-year-old Tumani Keita's eye has also affected his best friend's schedule. Worried that things might get worse, Serif Jame is once more launching this appeal.
Anywhere we can have a medical treatment, then we can forward the treatment there.
All what he could manage to say in the end was to launch an appeal to the general public to help him restore his sight, without which it would be extremely difficult for him to live a normal life. Ibrahim Balde, GRTS.
Mone hali may dunda
teral mu daj lamb ca daj bëggeel ma daj lu ma ci fekk ma ne ca yàcc
janghani di ko coow may fiir bés mu gestu ma ni mu bul faale yow la tànn jaar-jaari bari ni ñëw loolu waxatuñ ko waay li ma neex ci moom teg na ma suma place tolale mu ma kenn
cey loolu
léegi-léegi ma tembe ni bu gàttuma mu mel ni day am lu mu manqué mu jaaxal mooy la ci lii la lii la lii la dinay dem ba ne doyal na ma xoolaat gis ne moom la bëgg duma la bàyyi tey bàyyi
sees bul bàyyi
man duma la bàyyi tey bàyyi
sees bul bàyyi
Welcome back. There is a new surge of violence in Egypt after the stampede that killed more than 70 people following a football match between two local teams. As we hear in this report, many people are now trying to blame the Egyptian government for what has happened.
The people are demanding justice for the martyrs, is what these protesters called out on Friday. Anti-government anger pushed the Egyptians back into the streets after football-related clashes left 74 people dead on Wednesday. Protesters are blaming the military government and interior minister for the deaths in Port Said. Protests broke out around the country on Thursday and continued on Friday. Free Egypt. Egypt will remain. No one will ever bring us down. The demonstrations quickly turned violent. Police in the Egyptian canal city of Suez fired birdshot and tear gas to disperse angry protesters after a night of violence left 2 demonstrators dead. While in the capital Cairo, over 600 people were wounded, mostly after inhaling tear gas used to prevent them from getting close to the Interior Ministry. What is being done here is a clear plot. The Ministry of the Interior is responsible for all this. I hope that my God will take revenge on them. The fresh surge of anger against the military was sparked by clashes between fans of Port Said hometown Al Masri and Cairo's Al Ali, which erupted at the final whistle of Wednesday's match. Witnesses blamed security forces for inaction. The violence marked one of the deadliest incidents in football history. Al Ali's most ardent supporters, called the Ultras, were active in the revolt that overthrew Mubarak. Egypt's largest political force, the Muslim Brotherhood, blamed the clashes on Mubarak's supporters.
And from Egypt, we go to southern Sudan, where renewed violence is threatening the life of the world's newest nation.
Refugees are fleeing from